Headlines we've been tracking for you this evening on What's Brewing Today. Kinara.AI, formerly known as Deep Vision, has been acquired by NXP Semiconductors, Europe's third largest semiconductor company, in a deal worth $307 million. One of the largest deep tech M&As from India, this acquisition not only highlights the potential of India's AI and semiconductor ecosystem, but also proves that deep tech is ready for investments and exits in India. I have with me Ravi Annavajjhala, CEO of Kinara.AI, and Chinnu Kumar, managing partner at Exfinity Venture Partners, which has been one of the key investors in Kinara.AI, to talk about this deal. Gentlemen, welcome to Startup Street. Ravi, let me start with you. What does this deal mean for the future of Kinara.AI? And now with NXP Semiconductors, what is the impact you hope to make? And will Kinara work as an independent entity? What happens to your team?
First of all, Shruti, thank you for having me on your show. Delighted to be here for the first time. We are very excited to be part of NXP. As you mentioned, NXP is the third largest semiconductor company in Europe. What this means for us is that we will get the reach and resources of NXP, beginning with the customer base, which is massive, and as well as all the resources that they have. It'll help us expand our products into a much larger customer base. So we are very, very excited about it. To answer your question about the team and the future of Kinara, we will clearly be part of NXP after regulatory approvals are cleared and after integration is complete, which we expect to have happened in the first half of 2025. And once that occurs, we'll be part of the secure connected edge business line, and we'll be catering to the rapidly growing AI needs of the secure connected edge business line, especially the industrial IoT markets, for which NXP is a big leader in that space.
All right. Chinnu, coming to you now, Exfinity has supported Kinara through both Series A and Series B rounds, including the high-profile investment led by Tiger Global. What does this milestone mean for Exfinity? What kind of returns have you made?
So thank you, Shruti, for having me in the show. And with this return, actually, we are returning 40% of our fund, and we'll be touching a DPI of 1. Basically, we'll be returning our entire fund with this exit. We made partial exits earlier also, but this will make us to touch the DPI of 1. And Exfinity has been always in the forefront, looking at deep tech trends well ahead of the curve. And Kinara is one such company we spotted about 5 to 7 years back. And this validates our thesis in the deep tech. And we also played a crucial role helping the company to set up the cost-effective R&D center in Hyderabad. And this also demonstrates frugal innovation in the US-India corridor. And we have many other investments of this kind in the deep tech sector. We are very happy, we are excited, and it's a good exit for the deep tech landscape in India.
Sure. Coming back to you, Ravi, over the years, multiple LPs have questioned whether the Indian ecosystem is ready for deep tech. Now, this deal proves that it is ready for investment as well as exits. Ravi, what are the new partnerships you're building? And if you could also take us through some of the offerings that are in the pipeline.
Excellent question there. First of all, yes, the ecosystem is ready. We are seeing a lot many more deep tech deals happening in the market. Very delighted to see that. In terms of the actual pipeline, what I can give you is a high-level overview. This is a $40 billion market, growing at a 30% CAGR from today to 2028. Clearly it's a very, very hot space. And what I can say is that NXP caters to the industrial IoT and the edge markets in a big way. They have a microprocessor lineup, and we'll be complementing that lineup. For example, we'll be pairing up with their IMX line of processors, creating modules, creating system-on modules, die integration maybe, and maybe in the future, we'll be part of their microprocessors as well as an IP block. And what we are looking to do is cater to the industrial IoT and automotive edge. And a couple of examples here, right? For going back a month, we were at CES and jointly demonstrating a very cutting-edge model called Lava, which is large language and vision assistant model. This combines elements of large language models as well as interpretation of images. So, for example, a video is coming in, you can interpret the video and describe the video using a large language model in real time. And that's the capability we are unleashing. And if you think about it, this has massive implications for industrial markets in terms of safety. Is somebody wearing a hard hat? Is there a slippage? Is the floor slippery? Automotive infotainment, for example, the car manuals will be integrated into the infotainment, directions, etc. Without the assistance of cloud. So these are some of the use cases and sectors that we're going to go after.
All right. Okay, let me go across to Chinnu. This acquisition, like I mentioned earlier, is being hailed as a significant proof point for India's AI and semiconductor ecosystem. Chinnu, how do you think this deal will influence future deep tech startups and attract more global attention to the Indian tech scene?
So I think if you look at India's landscape, the GCCs, the Global Capability Centers, have been expanding. The skill base has been developed, and it was natural choice. We bring the entrepreneurs together and promote deep tech companies. And Kinara is one such company where we have invested in a US-India corridor company. And we have also several companies of this kind. But this is a great validation for our India's deep tech landscape that the IP creation can be done. And also this is recognized by global players like NXP Semiconductor. And this will encourage more people to invest in this deep tech semiconductor. The second thing is actually what I see is that this also helps India because, like Ravi talked about, this is bringing the edge capability to the AI capability to the edge. Actually, this will promote a lot of applications around edge AI, which is needed in India. Also, it kind of opens up the aspirations for India to think about full stack compute, because I think that's what the goal India wants to get into it actually. And there are multiple things I see from here. The future looks very, very promising in the landscape of AI computing actually.
Okay. All right. On that note, it's time for me to wrap up our conversation. But Ravi and Chinnu, thank you so much for the insightful conversation, shedding light on a transformative moment for India's deep tech and semiconductor industries. Thank you so much for your time once again on Startup Street.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Shruti.
All right.